Sir Alex Ferguson is a name synonymous with dominance, discipline, and drama in football. His leadership style, famously punctuated by the hairdryer treatment, propelled Manchester United to unprecedented success. But among the tales of his fiery temper, one moment stands out: the infamous boot incident involving David Beckham. It's a story of frustration, a stray boot, and a legendary manager's reflections. This is the story of Sir Alex Ferguson's hairdryer treatment, and the day it left a mark, quite literally. The hairdryer treatment became part of football folklore during Ferguson's reign at Manchester United. Known for his fiery outbursts, Ferguson would unleash his temper in the dressing room, addressing poor performances or lapses in discipline with unmatched intensity. Players compared it to having a hairdryer blasted in their faces, a description that stuck. But for Ferguson, it wasn't about anger for anger's sake. As he explained, "You can lose your temper for effect, but you can't lose control." One of the most memorable and controversial instances of Ferguson's discipline came in February 2003. After an FA Cup loss to Arsenal, Ferguson stormed into the Old Trafford dressing room, furious with his team's performance. He singled out David Beckham, criticizing his failure to track back for one of Arsenal's goals. And then, the unexpected happened. In a fit of frustration, Ferguson kicked a boot lying on the floor. It flew across the room and struck Beckham above the eye, causing a cut that required stitches. Beckham's appearance the next day, with a visible bandage, only fueled media speculation about tensions between the two. For Ferguson, the incident was accidental. Reflecting on the event, he remarked, "It was a freakish incident. If I tried it 100 or 1,000,000 times, it couldn't happen again. If I could, I'd have carried on playing." But at the time, the incident marked the beginning of the end for Beckham at Manchester United. Ferguson saw it as a line crossed, not because of the boot, but because of the growing rift between them. Beckham's rising global celebrity increasingly clashed with Ferguson's focus on discipline and the team-first mentality. Just months later, Beckham was sold to Real Madrid. For Ferguson, this was a necessary decision to maintain control over the dressing room. For Beckham, it marked the start of his Galactico era in Spain. Interestingly, Ferguson later reflected on the boot incident with a mix of humor and pragmatism. In his autobiography, he wrote, "It was an accident, but the important thing was that no player could ever think they were bigger than the manager or the club." The hairdryer treatment and moments like the boot incident weren't just about anger. They were about setting standards and demanding accountability. Ferguson's players knew that his methods, however harsh, came from an unwavering commitment to success. Giggs later said, "You didn't want to let him down. His anger wasn't personal, it was about making you better." And Rio Ferdinand added, "He created an environment where you always wanted to prove yourself." Under Ferguson, Manchester United won 13 Premier League titles, 2 Champions League trophies, and countless other honors. The hairdryer treatment and the occasional flying boot were part of the relentless drive that made Ferguson one of football's greatest managers. In the end, the hairdryer treatment wasn't just about shouting. It was about leadership, discipline, and an unshakable belief in high standards. And as for the boot, well, even Ferguson admitted it was one for the history books. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us, what do you think of Ferguson's hairdryer treatment?